What if instead of scrolling through long text responses from AI, you could actually interact with it? Click, scroll, navigate, in a custom UI designed specifically for you to help you learn a topic. That's exactly what Gemini's new visual layout feature does. It turns plain text chat into an interactive workspace, not just telling you about a concept, but actually building you an interactive dashboard for you to learn and understand it faster. In this video, I'll show you exactly how you can take any topic, whether that's NCEA, university content, to even planning a trip overseas, into a visual experience all within the Gemini app. I'm Blake, a Kiwi AI engineer that helps businesses understand and utilize AI. So this was released when Gemini 3.0 Pro came out a couple of weeks ago, but we've only got access in New Zealand very recently within the last couple of days. And it's also only available currently on a personal account, even on a free account. So you just have a free Google account and you can access this tool and functionality. So what it is if we go over to this tools section, we can see visual layout with a little labs icon saying that it's experimental, which we can click on. And so this means any information we pass through to Gemini now, it will actually build out an interactive dashboard for us to interact with. So you can put any topic in here. For an example, we're going to be doing NCEA Level 2 Physics, and it's the mechanics external. You can be really broad, just say artificial intelligence, and it will design something out for you to learn, or you can be very specific and niche. You can also upload different files or documents in here as well if you want to use it based off that information. If you've got slides from your lecturer or other bits of information you want it on, you can chuck it in as well. So what it's going to be doing right now is searching through NCEA Level 2 documents that it can find online, and it will come back with this UI design. I'll zoom out a little bit here. And so we can see that the Level 2 Mechanics External is one of the most content-heavy standards with 6 credits currently, and it gives a little summary of what it is. And so it's broken it down into a bunch of core learning modules, which is kinematics, forces, torque, equilibrium, circular motion. This seems all correct from my memory of doing it quite a few years ago now. All the different skills required, different key formulas that we can click into. Again, giving us the same kind of overview. And then what we can do here is now actually interact with it. So it's asking us, what is your target grade for the mechanics external? So if we're only asking for trying to get to an achieved grade, we can put that in, and it's going to obviously cater us to those achieved questions and only learning those outcomes. If we want an excellence, it's going to cater it to understanding every single part of it. So what we can do is run excellence here. Which topic do you feel the weakest in? So maybe I'm not very good with the circular motion stuff. And then how many total hours do I have to study for this exam? I want to do it last minute. I only have 6 hours. And so I can go back and submit that, and then it's going to create the next set of interaction UI for me to go through. And so that comes back with an ultra efficient 5 to 7 hour excellence plan. I would not recommend actually hoping you can get excellence with 5 to 7 hours of study, but this is what it's come back with if you only had that amount of time. And so it breaks down the excellence in circular motion. What are the key areas that we need? The conceptual focus, the key excellence concept, and that essential explanation that you have to usually use. Then it gives you a breakdown of the different hours inside your 7 hours and what you should be actually focusing on with different questions and time allocations on there. So what I've done is clicked on this weakness deep dive one, which we can see further down what it's pulled out from there. And then it also gives you a bit of checklist of all the bits of information you need to get excellence on. And we keep on scrolling down. And so because we selected the second one, focusing on circular motion and essential concepts, it's given us all the interactive kind of formulas here that we can use. But it's also pulled up a video that we might find very useful, which is centripetal forces for NCEA Level 2 Physics from Dr. Harves, which is awesome. And we can watch this all within the Gemini app without going off to YouTube as well. Scrolling further down, we can go, hey, we want to try out some of these scenario questions. We can click on them, they'll generate, or there's other concepts we want to explore. And so it's really that interactive thing where if you're in that space, you know what you don't know and you want to learn, you just prompt it and go back and forth. It's a little bit hard for me to do because I'm obviously not studying for it at the moment, but I think it's a really useful tool rather than just having a huge blob of text there that was already useful, but now having it in an interactive format, bringing up pictures, examples, UI buttons, videos, just makes it so much better of a user experience. My partner and I are going to Japan next year, which is pretty exciting, for a 2-week trip. And I've seen a lot of examples of this being really useful for that. So we can ask it as plan me a 14-day trip to Japan, maybe help me plan this would be a better approach. And it will actually go out, search the web, read Reddit, read all these different information sources and collate that back, and then give us a UI again that we can interact with and really hone down what our plan would be in Japan. So it's coming back with a 14-day golden route adventure in Japan. Nice little picture there as well, so it's pulling information from online and displaying this in the UI. Giving us essential travel logistics, having the rail pass to move around, a day-by-day itinerary, which we can click on and actually interact with different photos that it shows, which is awesome. And then also a detailed schedule. So if we clicked on Tokyo and Mount Fuji for day 1 to 4, it has all the days here and the schedules with them, which we can click on and it will generate further information from it. Then it asks us a bit more information of what we want to be doing on the trip. So are we wanting it to be packed with activities, or we want a lot more relaxation? And we can actually drag this like a slider inside of this. How important are these themes for your trip? If we're really interested in historic temples and shrines, modern art and pop culture, food, nature, hiking, shopping, nightlife, and you can even add additional ones in here to tell it more information. Are you flying into and out of the same city? Yes, flying through Tokyo, and then we can submit that on and it will carry on. And so then it's gone through and actually revised that plan with a focus on food and culinary experiences and looking more towards sightseeing and pace rather than being very casual with it. And so you can go through, check on it. If I want to change things, I want to spend less days in a specific place, there's different activities I really want to do, I can just ask Gemini and it will go back through and edit that for us. Also could find discounts if I want to find the cheapest motels, hotels, flights, all of that information, it can go out and do that for you. Overall, Gemini is kind of doing what ChatGPT is trying to do by being that all-in-one UI component where you don't have to go out to external websites, you can do it all within the app. However, the ChatGPT version currently feels really clunky and isn't that nice to use, whereas this Gemini one kind of naturally flows, pulling in images, UI layout, interaction. It's just been really, really nice to use. And I think it's actually my preferred tool at the moment. The last 2 weeks, I haven't really been using ChatGPT at all. I've been preferring using Gemini because we've got the video generation inside of it, which is the best model out there currently. We've got Nano Banana, which is the best for image generation and editing. And the Gemini 3.0 LLM is actually the best currently across all the benchmarks. So Gemini and Google are really stepping up their pace in the AI race. If you want to stay up to date with the latest AI news and tools, I post on this channel once or twice every week. And if you're a business looking to get help utilizing or understanding AI, I'm the person to talk to. Thank you very much for watching and see you around.